Well, the state of Maine, not one of the biggest states by population, but an interesting one. It splits its electoral college votes based on congressional districts. So in a close election, Maine's Republican-leaning district, the 2nd congressional district, could decide, conceivably, the election. Now state leaders in Maine are trying to rig the outcome through something called ranked choice voting. A candidate for Congress called Dale Kraft is running as a Republican this year, and he believes this is an effort to hamstring Republicans. Dale Kraft, thanks so much for coming on tonight. This is a complicated...
Thanks for having me, Tucker.
Oh, it's our honor. A complicated concept, ranked choice voting, is very popular on the academic left right now. Explain to people who don't understand it, if you would, how this is essentially rigging the election.
Well, you know, back in 2018, we saw it with former Congressman Bruce Poliquin. He in 2018 was in a race, and certainly he won on election night with over 3,000 votes, and then because they did the rank. So the rank is, you know, there was 4 candidates, and as the bottom one drops off, and so that the second choices move up the line as each one of them drop off till you get over 50%. Actually, when Jared Golden won that seat, he actually didn't even have the 50% because some people's votes don't even get counted. So it's just another sham by the Democrats to try to steal races, especially in swing districts. And you know what? There's going to be like 22 states, some form of ranked choice voting across the country at this next coming election. So you're seeing this now as they can pick off seats all across the country. They're going to continue to do this. And you know, I went through it with I was in a 3-way primary with ranked choice voting, and I won the night of the election. I won significantly in the primary, and my 2 opponents conceded. But because of ranked choice voting, we had to go out and gather all the ballots from all over the state, and almost a week later, they declared me a winner. Wow. About 27 days later, the Secretary of State decided that, found out that there was 13,000 ballots that didn't get counted. So they didn't notify the campaign or anybody. Next thing you know, they're on Facebook showing that they got to recalculate the whole system of ranked choice voting to see who's going to win, but yet mathematically there was no way that I could lose. And we spent tens of thousands of dollars with this sham that the Democrats want to use across this country to steal elections.
So we've had a system that's worked, I think most would agree, very well for almost 250 years. Why didn't anyone say anything when the academic left started to change the rules with ranked choice voting? I don't think this got a lot of attention. Maybe it should have.
Well, it needs to, and I think it needs to go all the way to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Now what they're doing is, because we have a supermajority of Democrats in the legislature, they passed a bill to now have the presidential election ranked choice voting. So now there's a whole battle going on up there right now because the Maine GOP went out and collected the signatures in a short amount of time because of the coronavirus. In 64 days, they collected over 73,000 signatures, and then the Secretary of State, Matt Dunlap, who's a Democrat, who is, you know, appointed by the legislature because he's a constitutional office that should be, he should represent all of Republicans, Democrats, Greens, and Independents, but yet he threw out over 10,000 votes, and we were 1,700 votes short. So the GOP took it to court. The judge overruled because he was throwing out signatures like a guy signed it, you know, Bob, his first name Bob, his official name was Robert, and he'd throw out signatures like that. Now today, the Secretary of State appealed it before the courts today and had an argument in appealing the judge's decision. So we still don't know whether the presidential election is going to be ranked choice voting or not.
Right. So everything becomes more complicated, more dishonest, and less democratic. Right. I see the themes here. Dale Kraft, thanks so much for explaining that to us, running for Congress in the state of Maine. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Appreciate it.